Good evening, students. In our last video we have seen the properties of the exponent, but there is a very important property that any integer having power 0 is always equal to 1. Student, today we are going to just prove this one, whether this property we can prove or not. Okay, so it's a very simple way to prove this property. Okay, students, 2 by 2 can we write 1, 3 by 3 it is equal to 1, 4 by 4 it is equal to 1. Similarly, can we say that x by x equal to 1? Yes. Is it clear or not? Okay. If x by x equal to 1, and after that you remember one thing, that if any term in exponent, if it will shift from denominator to numerator, if it will shift from down to up, remember one thing, that their power sign will be changed. Here it is 1 and here it is not mentioned anything, it means 1. So this one will remain as it is, and if this x will goes up, its power will be changed. It means here it is plus 1, now it will be changed by minus 1. That will be also equal to same, it will be remain as it is 1. Now already we have studied one property, this property, that a to the power m into a to the power n, if the bases will be same, connected by into power will be added. Okay, now we will do same thing. Look at that, base is x, x having the power minus 1, base are same, so what we will do, we will add their power, means 1 plus minus 1 equal to 1. So x plus 1 plus minus 1 equal to 1. Now x 1 minus 1 0, that is equal to 1. Now student, you can see that any number, x can be any number. It can be 4, it can be 5, it can be 100, it can be lakh, it can be 1000, any number. But it should be not equal to 0. So any number having power 0, it will be always equal to 1. Okay. Now students, I am just going to tell you one of the most important question that always comes in your Olympiad exam. Okay, it's a very tricky, and if this question is having the two part. One is the longest part, one is the very easiest and the short part. Okay, so I will tell you first the longest part, after that I will tell about its a trick. So let's pay attention. Student, we have to evaluate this one. You can see a square root over, again a square root over 3, again a square root over 3, again a square root over 3. Means 3 times there is a square root of 3. We have to evaluate this one, we have to simplify. So student, remember one thing, if any number I have written root a, and if you want to remove this square root, and if it will be removed, then it will be a to the power 1 by 2. That you are knowing. Okay, already we have seen in class 8. Now student, there are 3 times 3 is repeated. Now the outermost 3 we will remove its square root. The last 3 you can see this square root we will remove. And as we will remove this square root, the power of 3 will becomes 1 by 2. Okay. Now you can see this 3, nothing mentioned, it means its power is 1. Now what it is there? 3 bases are same, 3 to the power 1, 3 to the power 1 by 2. So 1 plus 1 by 2, 3, 1 plus half, what it will be there? 3 by 2, means 1 and half. That's why we have written a square root over this 3 will be remain as it is, nothing mentioned, it means here it is multiply, and this square root, inside that we will write it's a combined power 3 by 2. Now again this square root, when it will be removed, it becomes what it is, 3 to the power, already it was 3 by 2, and when this square root will remove, the power will be 1 by 2. Then we can write this one, 3 into 3 to the power, both will be multiplied, 3 1 is 3 and 2 2 is 4. Power will be 3 square root over 3 into 3 to the power 3 by 4. Now again the bases are same, nothing mentioned, it means this 3 is having the power 1. Now power will be added because the bases are same. So 3 to the power 1 plus 3 by 4. Okay. when we will add this one, what it will be there? 3 to the power 4 plus 3 by 7. So you can write this one as square root over 3 to the power 7 by 4. Now again there is a square root. Then what will happen? When this square root will remove 3 to the power 7 by 4, its a whole power will be there. How much? 1 by 2. Now this 7 and 1 will be multiplied. 3 to the power 7 1 is 7 and 4 2 is 8. So this one will be your final answer. 3 to the power 7 by 8. Okay. Now student, how we will solve in a shortcut method? Okay. How we will solve in shortcut method? Let's pay attention. Shortcut. So look at that. First of all, how many times 3 is repeated? 3 times. And this is a square root or cube root? A square root. If it is a square root, then we will multiply 2 how many times? 3 times. Why? Because 3 is repeated how many times? 3 times, that's why. So it will be 2 into 2 into 2, 8. Now your final answer, what it will be there? What you are using? 3 to the power. At the denominator you write 8 and at the numerator you just make a 1 less. So what is the 1 less of 8? That is 7. So it will be 3 to the power 7 by 8. In our next video, I will give you so many questions related to that, and you will solve by long method and by short method.